welcome back. Now, a key witness in the Sohrabuddin fake encounter case, Sylvester Daniel, has escaped from the custody of the Gujarat police near Udaipur in Rajasthan. Now, Sylvester, an accomplice of Sohrabuddin Sheikh, was lodged in Vadodara jail and was taken by a Gujarat police team to Udaipur for a court appearance. But on their return journey, Sylvester managed to get away while the police were taking a break for a snack. Now, Sylvester is believed to be holding some crucial leads in connection with the Sohrabuddin fake encounter of November 26, 2005 and the subsequent murder of his wife, Kausar B. Well, on to news from the state of Andhra Pradesh. Now, as the centre grapples with the Telangana crisis, Andhra Pradesh Governor E.S.L. Narasimhan today met with the Prime Minister and is understood to have briefed him about the situation in the agitation-hit region. Now, Chief Minister N. Kiran Kumar Reddy and Deputy Chief Minister Damodar Raja Narasimha are also in Delhi for consultations with Pranab Mukherjee, A.K. Anthony, Ghulam Nabi Azad and Chidambaram. Now, the Chief Minister is expected to meet with the Prime Minister later on. Meanwhile, the Congress MPs from Telangana had also met and threatened to join the agitation and go on an indefinite fast. Now, their parts of the state have been crippled by an indefinite strike for over a month, not just affecting people but also affecting road, rail and electricity supply. Offices have also been affected by the agitation. But the Congress has ruled out that the President's rule in Andhra Pradesh.
He said that it will create more problems if you give Telangana. What does it mean?
Who said it?
You said it.
I have never said it.
Ndtv-Hindu.
I have never said it.
Sir, what is your intention, sir?
No, we are discussing, that's all. We are discussing, and please don't quote me.
Sir.
We are discussing the issues, relevant issues. That's all. Further discussion will take place.
Well, but speaking to NDTV Srinivasan Jain earlier in the week, Pranab Mukherjee had said that the issue of Telangana has not been resolved for many decades and in the long run, it will create more problems.
Larger context, if you look at, many more problems in future will come because formation of the Indian state, there was no pattern.
Well, on to some national news, especially from the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The man in the center of all the controversy involving the custodial death of his party worker, Omar Abdullah, in an interview to NDTV has said that a complaint about bribes was made to him about 2 months ago, but since he is human, he forgot to act on it immediately. Watch on.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the specific charges that have come from Muhammad Yusuf's family. You heard Yusuf's son today making the point that he was told by the Inspector General Crime that when his father was in your house, he was feeling sick, he was feeling unwell, and when he left your residence, he actually vomited blood. This is something that's been said by Salam Reishi as well. He actually vomited blood in the jeep, thereby trying to suggest that whatever happened at your residence. How do you respond to what Yusuf's son today is saying? His son is also saying that his father was tortured, that there were signs of physical assault on his face, and he claims that this is what the IG Crime has told the family.
Look, the IG Crime has given his own clarification today. Why don't you take the IG Crime at his word if you're so willing to take Yusuf's son at his word? How come you have different standards for one person and different for another? The IG Crime can say nothing true and Yusuf's son can utter no lies? Is that what we're trying to suggest here? If you can take Yusuf's son's allegations at face value, then I suggest you give the same space to IG Crime and take his rebuttal at face value as well. And as far as allegations of torture are concerned,
sorry, go ahead.
Let me finish, Barkha. Let's take the DG Police and other authorities at face value. They have shared with you the findings of the preliminary post-mortem, in which absolutely no signs of physical violence whatsoever have been found. I mean, you can allege torture, and if there had been any signs of violence that had come through in the preliminary post-mortem, of course, then we would have had something serious to worry about. But why is it that categorical scientific evidence is so easily discarded by you, and yet you're quite happy to repeat allegations that have no substance? I mean, let's back up the allegations with proof. If you can prove that there were signs of torture. Okay, you mentioned that the fellow vomited blood. Where in the medical admittance in the hospital was that found? In the post-mortem, where is the sign of any sort of physical trauma and blood vomiting? If I vomit blood, will you not see signs of it on my clothes? His clothes are there. Show me signs of blood. Subject his clothes to forensic test. There are any number of chemicals that can show up blood. Show me where is the blood on those clothes if he vomited. There would be specks of blood on his clothes if he vomited blood. Let's not talk in the air. Let's actually prove these allegations. And we have nothing to hide. I keep coming back to that point. I know you people believe that I'm trying to hide behind a judicial inquiry, but let the judicial inquiry establish if he vomited blood, the evidence will show he vomited blood.
Well, meanwhile, the opposition in Jammu and Kashmir PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti has denied Umar Abdullah's allegations that her party tried to influence key witness Salam Reshi, who said he saw the victim Yusuf. He was unwell when he was coming out of the chief minister's house.
He says that Salam Reshi, the eyewitness in this case, has links to your party, the PDP. How would you counter that?
Well, I have been listening to him. It's one lie after another. First of all, Umar Abdullah says Haji was an ordinary worker. If he had been an ordinary national conference worker, how many national conference workers or even for that matter ministers get to fly with Umar Abdullah in his government chopper? How many of them get a chance to share dice with Rahul Gandhi, courtesy to Umar Abdullah? So it's all pack of lies. As far as Salam Rishi is concerned, Salam Rishi has not said anything new. He has corroborated everything that Umar Abdullah said to Indian Express in his interview. He has corroborated everything that IG
but he says he's linked, Umar says that Salam Reshi is linked to your party. He's got this from 3 sources. Is he a PDP man?
Well, he may have Salam Rishi may have the same links that Sanjeev Bhatt has with the opposition party Congress in Gujarat. When he feared for his life, when anybody feels threatened for life, he may try to contact us, though till now he has not contacted me. But if tomorrow Salam Rishi wants to contact me to safeguard his life, I will definitely like to talk to him.
Well, moving on now, here's a really shocking story. A day-old girl child in Madhya Pradesh's Burnapur was buried alive but was saved by a farmer who heard her cries. Now, ironically, this incident took place a day after the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh announced the Beti Bachao Abhiyan, or Save the Girl Child initiative in the state.
Just 3 days old, and she's lucky to be still alive. 2 days ago, she was buried alive in a field in Burhanpur district of Madhya Pradesh. But a farmer heard her cries and called the police, who rescued the child and took her to hospital.
तो संतोष इधर से था, मैं नीचे था, उसको दिखी रोने का आवाज आया, फिर हम गए वहाँ पे तो देखा थी बच्ची बड़ी थी। वो तंदुरुस्त है, उसकी सब टेट ग्लो वगैरह लगाया, एक्सरे वगैरह सब कराए हैं सब।
Police have lodged an FIR against unnamed persons and are trying to locate the girl's parents. The incident comes as a shocker in a state that has a sex ratio of just 919 females per 1,000 males. And it comes a day after the Chief Minister launched a drive to change the skewed sex ratio. But shocking incidents like this should serve as a wake-up call for the government to spread more awareness and impose stricter rules to protect the girl child. In Burhanpur with Sameer Khan and Siddharth Anjan Das, in New Delhi, Shilpa Dhamija for NDTV.
Well, on that note, we'll take a quick break here on the bulletin, but on the other side, Chennai's witnesses Mumbai Indians taking on Somerset at the Champions League match. More details when we return. Stay with us.